What's up everybody? Today's gonna be more like a vlog, sort of. As you can see in the background, I got a new car. I'm not gonna show too much of it because this is part of the next video where I start converting it into a camper. So I bought it 2 weeks ago and now I just want to test it out. I drove a few hours to Lake Neusiedl and I'm gonna spend the night here and just film a little bit around if I see something interesting. So it's been a few hours. I've been trying to film some birds which show up. That's why I'm sitting in the middle of some bushes trying to see some birds. But most of them are ducks. I got lucky seeing a kestrel. And what's super cool, I also saw an eagle, which are pretty rare in this region, so even if the video quality and stuff is really bad, it's still a cool shot. Back at the location from the beginning of this video because the sun is setting in the background somewhere and I want to take some shots. Just arrived at my spot for the night in the middle of nowhere. Some cars driving by. I think I won't disturb someone and now it's time to cook some dinner. So I just have some instant noodles and a little gas cooker and some water and it's enough. It's not much, but for one night. So it's cooking. Let's see how long it takes. This should be enough. So let's try. And wait a little bit. So it's time to go to sleep. This is my bed for the night. A little mattress, a pillow, little blanket and a sleeping bag on this old ambulance thing, because it is an old ambulance. And I think it's gonna be pretty cold, so I probably need to wake up at some point and change clothes. Good morning everybody. It was a terrible night. It got really cold outside and it started raining and storming. So I got barely any sleep, but it's okay. I already went out looking for some birds. I saw some deer, but nothing special. And now it's time to start getting up with some coffee. The plan for the day is I want to spend a few hours here filming some birds. And then around midday I want to slowly start driving north and film some animals on the way, so that I'm at the same location where I was yesterday at sunset. And when I got out to film the birds, I noticed a group of photographers filming this little bird in the frame right here, and they were freaking out about it and stuff. And they told me it was supposed to be a pretty rare one in this region called the gray-breasted sandpiper. So I just spotted his it's before there was also a heron sitting there, and I got a really nice shot. And I think the white stuff here is something from this seagull moving on this seagull. So I'm now in the middle of absolutely nowhere. The car is around 2 to 3 kilometers in that direction. It started raining for a few minutes, but it stopped. The roads here are really terrible, and the reason I drove it is because there are no new birds at the lake, and last year when I drove with my bike I spotted some cool birds by the trees over there, so now I make lunch and then I'll go see if I get lucky. Today's meal is some mushrooms soup. At least it's a warm food because it's really cold outside. So I've now been walking around for a few minutes or half an hour, something like that. And I haven't seen something interesting, just a few geese flying around. I found this cool looking feather on my head and I've decided to call it a day. Originally I wanted to film the sunset again as I did yesterday, but the weather should be the same or even worse, and so there's no point in me spending the whole afternoon doing nothing just to film the sunset. So next week I go to Vienna trying to film squirrels. This is gonna be in the same video, and then the next video is going to be where I start to convert my car into a camper van. So if you want to see this, you should subscribe. So yeah, enjoy the squirrels and I'll just start driving home, I guess. So before this segment ends, I just drove back north to the location where I filmed the sunset yesterday, and there was a pretty large group of ducks and I got some nice shots I wanted to show you.
I never really know what's going on. Look at me sometimes like all you want to do is run. Hear me out, hear me out. It's all the things you never show. There are the things I want to know. Secrets start in your heart so slow. But if you don't wanna tell me now, I guess I'll never know.
So yeah, as I said, I'm in Vienna trying to film the squirrels. I already spent some time looking around, and this place is like a fucking Disney movie or something. Look at all these animals in this shot. And the only thing missing would be a castle, which is around 500 meters in that direction. So I spent the day filming the squirrels and other birds which show up, and I won't film myself too much because there's so many people and I don't want to annoy somebody and all of this stuff. So this is the last time you will see me in this video, and enjoy the other shots I take.